Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A new lesson of grade 11, page 134, 135, student's book. This is part 2 of reading that we studied last lesson. We will complete today our reading lesson and another lesson. We will see. Our objectives, the same objectives of the last lesson, because we will complete the lesson. Differentiate between the aspects of culture by matching them with their examples. Identify the meanings of 7 vocabulary by matching them with their definitions. Deduce the correct complement of 8 missing words of a text entitled Travelers in Britain. Our vocabulary: customs, artistics, traditions, culture, steppe, diameter.
History in a nutshell. How did the Romans change Britain? Well, first off, by conquering it. And conquering it violently. The Romans loved conquering other people. In fact, it kept the whole empire going. Conquering their neighbors gave Roman leaders a chance to steal booty, capture slaves, grab natural resources like lead and tin, and generally look good in front of their mates and rivals. In AD 43, the new Roman Emperor Claudius was in search of a scrap to cement his status, and so he plotted his invasion of Britain, an island the Romans had been eyeing up for some time. He sent 40,000 soldiers over the channel, and they quickly defeated the tribes in the southeast. Once it was safe, the emperor popped across to Britain to soak up the praise and show off his elephants. Some tribal leaders gave in to the empire rather than try to fight it. But not everyone was happy. The Druids helped to organize the resistance against the Romans, and Queen Boudica led a huge revolt in AD 60. But the Romans didn't mess about. They beat Boudica in battle, destroyed the Druids, and brought the bulk of Britain under their control. But Roman soldiers were more than just fearsome fighters. They were brilliant builders. Forts were their speciality, and they built hundreds of them across the province. The Romans also loved their roads. They built over 8,000 miles of them in the 1st century AD alone, and many of our roads today still follow old Roman routes. But the biggest, baddest structure in Roman Britain was Hadrian's Wall. It was a whopping 73 miles long, and in places it was up to 6 meters high and 3 meters thick. No wonder it took 15,000 men about 6 years to build. The Romans founded some terrific towns too, like London, York, Bath, and Chester. On a trip into town, you could shop on the high street, worship gods at the temples, grab a burger from a takeaway, have a kip in a hotel, and go for a wash and a gossip at the heated public baths. A lot like towns today, in fact. Although unlike today, you could also go to the amphitheater to watch executions and animals being hunted. The Romans brought new types of food to Britain, like apples, pears, plums, cucumbers, and walnuts. They brought a new language, Latin. They brought new ways of farming, new medicines, and new types of pottery. Life for the rich had never been better. Wealthy Roman Britons built grand houses in towns and Roman-style villas in the countryside, full of mosaic floors, fine wines, and formal gardens. They even had underfloor heating. For most people in Roman Britain, though, life didn't change too much. They were still mostly farmers, and they still had to pay their landlords for the privilege of doing all of the hard work. When the Roman army left Britain in 410 AD, many aspects of Roman life crumbled for everyone, rich and poor. Towns and forts were abandoned, roads fell into disrepair, and large-scale industry collapsed without an economy to sustain it. People adapted to the new reality, new leaders emerged, and farmers kept on farming. But after nearly 400 years, Roman Britain was in ruins.
And after we have watched the video, we will deal with the objective 1. Differentiate between the aspects of culture by matching them with their examples. Read the culture examples below. Match the examples with an aspects of culture from the books. Read and try to match this. Yes. In Samoa, the traditional living quarters called fields have no walls and up to 20 people live in a field together. C. Lifestyle. Yes. And the second, smoke signals were used by Native American tribes to send the messages from one village to another. D. Communication. Number 3, tamales are a traditional Mexican dish made from corn dough, which is wrapped in a banana leaf and then steamed. A. Food. In China, a person doesn't open a gift in front of the person who has given it, but puts the gift aside to be opened later. This is customs. Number 5, traditional Persian carpets are made of sheep's wool and are prized for their elaborate design. E. Artistic traditions. Now, our objective 2, identify the meaning of 7 vocabulary by matching them with their definitions. Look at the highlighted words in the text and match them with their meanings. Then check your answers using a dictionary. Look at your book, page 134, 135. You will find highlighted words. Try to guess the meaning of the words. Number 1, migrate. What the meaning of migrate? Migrate, to move from one place to another. Hijra. Migrate, to move from one place to another. Number 2 is forbidden. E. Not allowed. Banned. Not allowed. Number 3, high-end. High-end. B. Expensive. Luxury. Number 4, gender. F. Being male or female. Number 5, goodwill. A. Kind and friendly feelings. Number 6, recital. G, a public performance. Number 7, smash. C, to break something into small pieces. And now our objective of lesson of vocabulary. Identify the meanings of 10 vocabulary by matching them with their definitions. This is page 135 students book, D to E. Vocabulary 136 students book. Read the sentences and match the words in bold with their definitions. Then check your answers using a dictionary. Describing places and buildings. The first one, the house was spacious and could easily fit the whole family. Spacious means large with lots of rooms. Large with lots of rooms. Number 2, I love all the noise and excitement of living in a crowded, bustling city. Means H, busy with people and activity. Bustling. Number 3, we spent 4 nights in a beautiful and tranquil village. It was so relaxing. G, calm and peaceful without noise. Number 4, I live in a residential area with no shops nearby. I, having houses but not commercial areas of factories. Number 5, let's get out of here. This old house is really creepy and I am starting to feel frightened. C, causing feelings of fear. Number 6, instantly recognizable. The Eiffel Tower is one of the most iconic buildings in the world. F, famous, representing a place or idea. Number 7, overlooking the valley. The picturesque 19th century town has a lovely traditional charm. E, attractive in an old-fashioned way, scenic. Number 8, Tracy finds the architecture of this period to be nothing special. In fact, she finds it quite dull, boring, uninteresting. Number 9, no one had lived in the old, abandoned house for years and it was filled with dust and rubbish. J, something people have left forever, permanently empty. Number 10, the first time I saw the Al-Janoub Stadium, I couldn't believe my eyes. It really is a stunning example of modern architecture. A very impressive, very impressive. Okay, I hope that you understand my lessons and try to learn all the words that you studied and learned here in our lesson. Goodbye.